With no end to the insurrection in sight, extreme measures were now being pursued. The most significant of these was the creation of the Spartans. Building on earlier successes, Dr. Halsey initiated the Spartan 2 project, full-scale production of biologically augmented, armor-enhanced super soldiers. These Spartans became living legends, revolutionizing the art of war. Although they would play a major role in quelling the rebellion, a common threat would soon galvanize humanity and send the Spartans headlong into a conflict that would bring humanity to the brink of extinction. The insurrection proved that humanity's survival could not be secured by traditional military methods. Even before the rebellion, the UNSC's Office of Naval Intelligence, or ONI, had secretly launched the Orion project, intending to engineer super soldiers, a precision combat force capable of stemming the tide of unrest swiftly and silently. But in 2506, for cost and performance reasons, ONI decided to abort Orion and reintegrate its personnel into the existing UNSC forces. By 2508, with the insurrection raging, ONI once again saw the need to revisit this unconventional strategy. They recruited Dr. Catherine Halsey, a young but brilliant scientist who would not balk at taking whatever steps necessary to achieve ONI's goals. Halsey set into motion two parallel projects, Spartan 2 and Mjolnir, both of equal significance to her designs. Halsey believed that effective super soldiers needed to be cultivated at a young age. In September 2517, she initiated the first stage of her plan. Halsey selected children who had impressive strength, speed, and intellect, the most advanced 6-year-olds across human space. The children were abducted and brought secretly to a highly classified training facility on the colony of Reach. To hide this crime, ONI replaced the children with rapidly grown flash clones. This highly illegal procedure created convincing but short-lived replicas of the abductees. The clones all died soon after. On Reach, the abducted children were aggressively trained for several years by the renowned drill instructor, Chief Petty Officer Franklin Mendez, learning a vast number of combat skills and tactics. In March 2525, Spartan 2 entered its second phase, the physical augmentation of each child, forcing their bodies to receive a range of surgical and biochemical enhancements. The process was extremely traumatic, leaving many crippled or dead. Despite the loss of nearly half of the candidates, the results were positive. The young Spartans were nothing short of extraordinary. Even at 14 years old, they were stronger, more resilient, and faster than any human before. This was proven in a raid on a rebel base hidden within the asteroid field near Eridanus II, in which the Spartans managed to finally capture the elusive rebel leader, Colonel Robert Watts. The last phase was the integration of Project Mjolnir, the most advanced combat armor system ever created by humans. Mjolnir Mark IV armor was developed on the distant world of Chi-Seti IV, and entered the final stages of production in November 2525. The melding of biologically enhanced super soldiers with state-of-the-art armor marked the completion of the Spartan 2 program, resulting in the most remarkable soldiers the species had ever produced. Almost immediately, both man and machine were tested, as the Spartans were called to defend Chi-Seti IV from a newfound enemy. The creation of the Spartans came at the most critical hour in human history. Although they had been devised to end the insurrection, this handful of warriors would be humanity's best defense against a far more menacing foe: the Covenant. The remarkably brilliant intellect of Catherine Elizabeth Halsey was evident early in her life. She had completed 2 doctoral thesis papers by the age of 15 and became a scientific advisor of the Office of Naval Intelligence in 2515, spearheading Spartan 2 and Mjolnir only 2 years later. Although her methods and ethics would later be questioned, these 2 projects played a substantial role in humanity's survival in the decades that followed.